County Talk match reaction as we have just somehow pulled off a victory against Tranmere, our first away win. It wasn't pretty. First off, I wasn't happy at all. If you look over at the vlog, the link for that will be in the bio, and look at my half time. I wasn't impressed at all. I think we had something like 60% possession and we didn't have a shot on target. But look, it was a difficult game. We knew it was going to be difficult. They've got a really good defensive record. Up until today, they'd only conceded 2 goals. And look, we scored 2 goals against them today. So, I'm immensely happy, to be honest with you. When I was walking out the stadium, there's a few people thinking, does it paper over cracks? And I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Where I stand right now, and I mean, football is so fickle, because at half time I was thinking, we're in for a stinker of a season here, because there just seems to be no structure and things like that. But I've come away from that now after a win, and I mean, a win helps everything, doesn't it? But I feel positive, I think Jatta and Dennis together up top looks frighteningly good. The quality that they had, Jatta to sort of flick it on to Dennis. Dennis misses his chance then, and then obviously it falls to Gordon, and Gordon gets the winner. Just at those little bits of quality. His aerial threat as well. I thought Jatta was really good when he came on. So it'll be exciting to see how that sort of pans out if we're going to stick to 2 at the top, because I think they both sort of deserve it. I swear Dennis does not deserve to be dropped. Jatta, he's shown his qualities today, and he's shown that he's here to fight, and he's there to fight for his position. So fair play to him today. I thought he was quality. Just all around, really, I think we were quite resilient in defence. I thought we defended quite well. Obviously, the only bit that let us down, I think, was conceding. The goal, we sort of lacked that sort of little bit of quality, I think, at the back. I think McDonald gave a little bit too much space to Whittaker, and then Whittaker obviously gets the assist for their goal. But it's probably being a little bit harsh. I think Roos should maybe do a little bit better. But look, Roos in the end, he's winding up players. I mean, I do like it to a degree, but you obviously have to be careful, because he did pick up a yellow card, and he sort of pushes their keeper when they went up for the corner in the final bit of the game. To be honest, I thought it was a penalty, but it wasn't, and we take the win. We take the win. Tranmere, they're a funny old side. I think they could be up there though. I think that they've built on their defence that they had last season, because they had a good defensive record last season. So I don't think you can really look down on this too much. It's not a smash and grab. I think we've adapted to games more like this. And I overheard Tom speaking with somebody as we were leaving, and he was saying, if you actually look at the teams we've played and the results we got against them last season, it's actually very similar. It's just the way that we've played them, sort of in the form that we've played them. It's just sort of fallen the way it has. So, in that respect, you have to look at it like that. It does look a little bit better, doesn't it? Other positives were Palmer and Norburn in midfield. I thought Palmer was absolutely quality, and I know online people are sort of saying, he's not good enough and things like that, but I just don't see it. I think he's quality. He was getting about it today as well. He was putting himself into challenges, making it really, really difficult. And his passing, him and Norburn's passing today was really, really good. I'm a big fan of Norburn. I think he brings a lot of quality, and he's almost like that sort of leader on the pitch. He's got a lot of leadership qualities that we lacked really last season, and when we brought him in, we were sort of happy that he was bringing that to the squad. Matty Dennis, I mention him every match reaction, every video I do. I feel like I mention him, but he's so good. He's so good. Gets another goal, should really get a second, and he was gutted when he didn't get the second, when Jatta played him through with that little back heel, and he missed. And we scored him, and Gordon was over celebrating. He was you could see him, he was gutted. He had his hands on his knees, and he was looking at the ground as if to say, how have I not scored there? But look, it doesn't matter. The bigger picture is obviously the team, and he'll know that. But I'm delighted. It's so good to sort of see the players get clapped off. The fans were in good spirit, obviously, with the manner of the win. Patterson, coming over to the fans as well and clapping. It's good to see. I'm just sort of hoping that it's a bit of a turning point now, and look, we can say we've come up against some really difficult teams, such as Bromley, such as obviously today Tranmere. Some really tough sides to break down and beat, and we've scored 2 against both of those. So we've proven that we can do it. We've changed things in game, like I said, Jatta and Dennis going 2 up top. and we've adapted to games a little bit better than we have done. So I'm really interested to see how this develops throughout the season. You know, it's just I feel like we might struggle a bit more against the footballing sides, but you know, time will tell. Time will definitely tell. We're definitely doing better against sides that we struggled against last season, such as your Bromleys and like defensive sides such as that. Um, yeah, and you look across the field today. You can't really pick out anyone that had a bad game as such. Um, yeah, so I don't think you can be overly critical. Like I said, at half time it was looking bleak, but I just think that's probably Tranmere's qualities shining through. So you've got to remember we are the away team, and it's huge building blocks. You know, that's 3 games unbeaten now, 7 points from our last 3 games. So when you look at it like that, it doesn't look too bad. We just need to build on it and go on from here. It just gives everyone at the club a lot of confidence going forward now. But that is it really for the video. If you've enjoyed the video, please drop it a like. Let me know what you thought of the game. I'd be interested to see if anyone listened along, what the media team made of it on the radio. If Stal was on comms, you know, what he sort of made of the performance today, because you know we saw a lot of sort of, you know, Dennis's first goal was a real striker's goal, you know, in the right place at the right time, and he just sort of taps it in from 2 yards out. So that's good to see him sort of score goals like that. Yeah, like I say, if you've enjoyed watching, drop it a like, comment what you thought, and don't forget to check out the blog as well. Like I've already said in this video, I'll drop the link to it in the bio, and if you don't already, please subscribe. And again, thank you very much for watching.